Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Now today we are going to be talking about the Imola Grand Prix results for Formula 1, which happened back in the 18th of April. I decided to make this video on the 22nd of April, even though there's a couple days time until Portugal starts, so that's really great timing. Anyways, so let's just get into the results and then I'll talk about the standings. I'll probably also talk about maybe some highlights that I watched during the race. So Max Verstappen won the race after dominant fashion, and Lewis Hamilton second, Lando Norris third, Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo, Pierre Gasly, Lance Stroll, Esteban Ocon, and Fernando Alonso rounds out the top 10 in the points. Then Sergio Perez, Yuki Tsunoda, Kimi Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, Sebastian Vettel, Mick Schumacher, Nikita Mazepin, Valtteri Bottas, George Russell, and Nicholas Latifi DNFing. Obviously, Hamilton did receive an additional point. Tsunoda was received a 5-second time penalty for exceeding track limits. Stroll also received a 5-second time penalty for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. And Raikkonen received a massive 30-second time penalty for a rolling start infringement, which caused him to get out of the points. Obviously, I think he was originally 8th place, and then he fell down to 13th. Which is not great of a result for Alfa Romeo, but still not too bad comparing to all the other teams. So, just get like a few pointers. Obviously, the race started. Nicholas Latifi spun out and got instantly hit into the wall and by Nikita Mazepin. Now, fair to him, Latifi did not see Mazepin, and Mazepin was just going straight as hell. He did not turn. He didn't turn left on him, but so it was going down a straight. I can't remember what straight, nor do I really care. So obviously, Latifi didn't give any room to Mazepin, and then Latifi just head on into the wall, pretty hard actually, and yeah, obviously he got out. I think also like before the racing started, Fernando Alonso went into the gravel. He did collect some wing damage, some front wing damage, but his team did replace it. Charles Leclerc also spun out as well in the formation lap. He was able to get back to his position before, I think what was it like before the safety car line or some shit. I don't fucking remember. And yeah, so the race started. Obviously, yeah, Latifi spun out. Next one was probably, I would say George Russell and Valtteri Bottas on lap 30. They had a massive collision on the way to turn one. I think it did look like I think it was kind of Russell's fault. He did put I think it was the rear wheel, so the right rear wheel off onto the grass, making a spin out and just collect Valtteri Bottas. I think they will go around 290 k's, so it was a very hard impact. And obviously, when Russell got out of the car, it looks like in his overalls, it kind of looked like he shot himself. And let's just say Bottas gave Russell the bird, so that was pretty funny on national television. um, Other news as well is also before that happened, actually, Lewis Hamilton made a mistake going down to the hairpin. I think around turn 6. I'm gonna guess turn 7. That little hairpin going up with an incline. Now, it was a very unusual mistake by Hamilton. It looked like Russell didn't really give any room to Hamilton to let him pass, and then the hairpin he just backed off a bit, and then that made Hamilton slide up. Hamilton was going down the inside of Russell, and just looked like he just lost the rear end a bit, locked up the front, and that caused him to be stuck in a gravel for a lot of laps. Well, not really a lot of laps actually. It was just I actually thought he retired, but he did reverse and got back onto the track. I think he did get some front wing damage, but it didn't really matter for him because there was a red flag for Bottas's and Russell's incident. Pretty likely red flag. I'm gonna say, I don't really know, like 30 minutes. I'm gonna guess. I don't really know. 30, maybe 30, 30, 40, 30, 40 minutes. I don't really know. But I'm just making a pretty good estimate. Not really. So that course, Hamilton chose to go a lap down, or the lap cars went past Verstappen just to get the lap back to the end of the field as well on pit lane. It was a rolling start for some reason. So the safety car went off to the pit, and Verstappen just went. He just flew by. So Verstappen, he didn't have any competition after that red flag, as Hamilton was way back. I think in ninth place or 8th place. So he was way back. Hamilton was. Oh, I just want to say props to him for actually making that recovery drive from his mistake to second place. And Lando Norris getting another podium. Good job to Lando boy, getting that podium. I think that yeah. So I think that's 100th. That is 100 podiums for the UK for a British driver. 100 podiums. So that's pretty neat. I'll be honest. That's really cool. I think it's actually the first nationality to do that. Am I wrong? Was Germany the first one? I can't remember. Um, I think Germany was the first one. So let's now go to the Drivers' Championship, and it is very tight. Mainly Hamilton and Verstappen, 1 point from each other. Then is Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas, Carlos Sainz, Daniel Ricciardo, Checo Perez, Pierre Gasly, and Lance Stroll round at the top 10. And then we got Yuki Tsunoda, Esteban Ocon, Fernando Alonso, and that's all the points. And then Kimi Raikkonen, Antonio Giovinazzi, George Russell, Sebastian Vettel, Mick Schumacher, Nikita Mazepin, and Nicholas Latifi all have 0 points. And I'm very shocking that Vettel doesn't have a point yet. He did have a pretty shit day in Imola. I think he swapped his tires from wets to inters in the formation lap. He so then to start in the pit lane. And then he got, I think it was a 5-second time penalty or 10-second time penalty. Sorry, 10 stop and go penalty. Sorry about that. For tire infringement because the tires weren't in properly in 5 minutes. So that was a bit stupid of them. It just kept getting worse and worse for Vettel, really. So unlucky for him. So that is the driver standings currently after Imola. The next race will be at Portugal. It will be at Portimao, obviously, for the running of the Heineken Grande Premio de Portugal 2021. First will be FP1 on, if we go to track time, April 30th. Then also on the same day, FP2. And May 1st will be FP3 in qualifying. Then May 2nd will be the race. Now, I don't think any feeder series will be at Portimao. I don't think so. Monaco, Barcelona. So it'll be just F1 again until we get to Spain. And that's where the F3 boys will make their debut. And actually, speaking of F3, I guess I don't know if I can actually check testing. I don't think I can. But testing was also here for F3, I think in Austria, and they will be testing again at Barcelona. Then in May, they're going to be testing, interestingly, in Jerez in Spain, which is very weird. All the drivers have kind of been announced. It's just Colin. Charouz Racing have not announced their 2 drivers, but it looks like it's most likely going to be Logan Sargent and some other driver that I can't remember of because I don't think he's not that well known. But I know one of them is Logan Sargent. I'm trying to look for the other one. So if we just have a look, is it this one maybe? I don't really know. Let's have a look. It's a Michael Belov. So Logan Sargent and Michael Belov most likely to be in Charouz Racing racing. So Logan Sargent, he was formerly from Prema. He was a rookie then and he actually came 3rd. I think Michael Belov, he is a rookie for the F3 series. So at least it's most likely going to be that. Obviously we don't really know if it's actually going to be Logan Sargent and Michael Belov, but as well looks like it's most likely. Obviously for F2, nothing really changing there. I did talk about the standings with Lachlan. Actually, no, I don't think I did actually. Or maybe I did. So So those are the points. Guang Yu Zhou, Liam Lawson, Jeroen Devil, Johan the Rivola, Oscar Piastri, Dan Tickton, Richard Verschoor, Christian Lundgaard, Robert Schwartzman, David David Beckman, and Marcus Armstrong around at the top 10. I'm just going to put the top 10 for now. Guan Yu Zhou currently in the lead with 41 points, and Liam Lawson with 30 points. So that is really it for me now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Catch you guys all next time in the next one. Goodbye.